Alright, so I just watched the Chainsaw Man movie, and the way that it sets up Denji's life, the way that it sets up the action sequences, the way that it sets up Reze's life, with so many subtle, simple things. The movie is like watching three different style movies, all like molded into one. That's how good it was. The first like 10-15 minutes is just calm, pure like Ghibli vibes type of slice of life anime watching type of thing. But then you have those little like vibrations of the action and the horror of the anime, of like the actual plot and the serial killers and all of that. And it's just fascinating. Like it was so good. It was so good, in fact. Like the whole Reze and Denji's relationship was well earned. Like the way that even though it was like pretty short, like an hour, I would say, like, or even less than an hour, of us spending time with them and seeing their few interactions, the whole thing feels kind of real, and it feels nice and immersive to the whole like environment of the movie. And I'm just gonna give like a quick spoiler warning because like I have to dive into this, alright? So the funny thing is, when Reze first like does her transformation around like the 45-46 minute mark, it feels earned because like we spent the entire time before it kind of like having this calm vibe of like shifting between Denji and Reze and Makima and Aki. And the interesting thing is, right when the movie shifts to Reze's transformation, when they both like have like a date kind of thing, it feels earned. Like it feels like, okay, we've spent this entire time in a calm, nice environment. Now it's about the action. Like the whole tone of the movie like shifts, but it shifts so freaking beautifully. Besides like from the amazing visuals that I'll dive into, the movie was like really amazing. I loved every second of watching it. In fact, I want to watch it like a second time, not just like to do a breakdown if you guys want that, but like just to enjoy the visuals once again. That's how good it was. It's so beautiful. The movie kind of like opens its door for you with like its beautiful opening, and then it shows you like, you know, Power, Aki and Denji's life, and then it shifts slowly like to the introduction of Reze, which I thought was like done amazingly. And then we spend some time between Denji like deciding, okay, I like Makima and my heart belongs to Makima, but at the same time there's this new Reze girl that I really like and I want to spend time with her as well. And he's kind of like shifting between the two. And then when we like shift to the 45-minute mark and we see Reze's like transformation and the sudden shift in Denji's eyes, he's like, oh my god, each girl that I try to meet actually wants to kill me. And we when we see also like Aki's life and how deeply he cares for, you know, all the characters and all of his friends, like the angel, for example, his co-worker that he can't turn down any like you know, things that he wants from him, is just so amazing. Power did get like a lot of less screen time, yes, that's for sure. Like the focus wasn't actually on her, but at the same time, like the whole environment and the whole movie really like was just amazing. Like it was just amazing. I haven't felt this good about any movie, to be honest, in a very long time. I'm not trying to like to glaze too much, but it's just the truth. That's how I felt about it. The whole action sequence of like, here's the first action sequence of Reze, you know, wanting to kill Denji and you know, the shark boy guy, and then we kind of like pause a little bit with like Aki and the others, and then we go again with the car chase, and the car chase sequence was also like done so beautifully. And then the third act of the movie, which is basically like Reze and Denji going against each other, is like basically Maharaga versus Sukuna, but cranked up to 11. Like it felt so insanely good. They experiment with a lot of like different animation styles, that felt like so freaking good, like the black and white animation, the impact frames, and then switching between the first person view, the third person view, switching between the big like wide camera action movements to the like close up character movements, and then switching to like martial arts aspect of the animation with like Reze and all, and then switching to Denji's chaotic fighting style is just so amazing. They try to show you what he's feeling, like from his point of view, which I thought was done beautifully. And then the finale of the movie, which is basically like the last, I guess, 10-15 minutes of after the fight ends, and the movie kind of like calms down again and shifts to this more calmer tune, but at the same time it's still chaotic, because I felt like the ending was also poetic of like Makima killing Reze at the end. It hit us hard, it hit me hard, because like, yeah, she did kill a lot of people, but at the same time, like, she didn't deserve that. Like, she should have stayed with Denji or something, or at least like got her chance. But the funny thing is, or like the interesting thing is for me, is how Reze was like, oh, Makima already got you like in her palm, which I thought was pretty interesting, because if she could have told Denji about that, and if she could have maybe, give him some info about Makima, maybe she knew something, then that would have been interesting to also to see. One of the like interesting aspects that got me interested in the movie was the fact that the first kiss of Reze and Denji was not like something that she wanted to do. She just like, she didn't like him, and she did that to kind of like trick him. That was the first kiss. But then the second hug, or like the first hug that she gives to Denji at the end, was a genuine hug, and a hug of like, I like this guy, and I truly like this guy. That's why like I haven't killed him from the first time I've met him. But at the same time, I'm worried about him, because if we run away together, he might get killed or something. So she decides to let go, and I thought that was also pretty beautiful. The idea of like the idea of like the 3-movie watching thing that I was talking about is that the first like chunk of the movie, which is like the first 45-40 minutes, is like this calm scenery, and then it's full action packed between like calm senses in between that kind of like makes you relax from the action, so it doesn't overbore you. And then the finale kind of like shifts to this in-between tone of like, yeah, there is action, but it's hidden underneath the calmness of the movie. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, honestly. I liked the movie. The final ranking, I would give it like a 9.5 out of 10. That's how good it was. The voice acting was just phenomenal, as always. And this is like one of the few animes that actually, it's not like a comedy anime, but yet the jokes actually land. For example, when the crow guy is like, yeah, you're way too strong over me, so I'm just gonna get away from here. And Denji's face reactions actually like not just made me, but it also made like the people who were watching also like laugh at the same time. So the jokes were landing like for the most part, and that's something you don't really see a lot like in normal action animes. Like it's not something that it's like, oh, it's not a comedy anime, so it's not gonna make me laugh, but yet here I'm laughing and I'm having a good time. So yeah, final ranking is like 9.5 out of 10. I love this movie. Go watch this movie if you haven't. It's just amazing, and yeah, I can't wait to see like what MAPPA is gonna cook up next. Their animation style is just amazing. It was like a mix of like Ghibli, like you feel the Ghibli, movie sense in there, and then you feel the action that they have been known for, and then the face expressions and all of that. It's just amazing. They have experimented a lot with like third-person view and first-person view, like from the camera angles and all. And what's really interesting of the way that they are using the camera to handle the characters. Like you see a character and you realize like from that camera angle, this character might like get into trouble or something might happen to them. There's also those sudden little details that they have that give the movie like more richness, I guess, in it. So I thought that was interesting as well. I had a phenomenal time watching this movie. I'll definitely watch it again. Let me know if you guys want like a full breakdown of the movie, like visually or just like in general, like plot wise. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and matane.